All right, hello guys. Good morning, or whenever you're watching this. Hello, hello. We're gonna be doing a pick a card. Okay, so most of you guys know the drill. If you don't, all you have to do is choose an option left to right, one, two, or three, either from the thumbnail or from the options right here. Okay, so I'll give you guys a couple minutes to join and choose your option. Okay, left to right, one, two, or three. Today's topic is mystery messages. So it's basically going to be a whatever comes out, what you need to know right now, whenever you come across this video. Okay. All of my readings are technically timeless. All right. So keep that in mind. Um, Make sure to like the video, subscribe if you haven't already. Okay. Let's see. Oops, I got to change this. Okay. So hopefully you guys can see that decently enough. Okay. And I will timestamp everything, of course, afterward. Okay. I will be doing the last $5 mini readings. Make sure when you enter the live, look up, okay? Read what's on the board here, read what's in the chat. And if you really have any questions about something, after looking up here and in the chat, you can ask me or email me, okay? So, move this over here a little bit. Okay. That should be visible enough. Make sure to like the video if you're in here, okay? So the Shirley Temple VHS is number one. Number two is the Ice Age VHS. And number three is the Aristocrats VHS, okay? So I'll give you guys a few more minutes or seconds to choose. You can pause the video if you really need to, okay? If you have trouble picking a pile, make sure to meditate on which one stands out to you the most, okay? Sometimes I choose the largest, the darkest, the brightest, the one that is calling out to my eye the most, okay? And don't second guess yourself if you ever need help picking your piles, okay? So, mystery messages for my collective. Let's see. All right, y'all good? Welcome in. Make sure to hit the like button if you're in here, okay? Left to right, one, two, or three. Also, keep in mind you can choose the options in the thumbnail as well, okay? But I'm about to get started. Let's see. All right, I'm going to take these away. Okay. And keep in mind the Cash App Live for personal readings will be later tonight, okay? Today is the last day to get the $5 minis, and then it's gonna go back to the regular price, okay? So hopefully you guys joined for that, okay, while it was available. But let's get into it. Okay, so pile number one. Let's see. So if you chose pile number one, what do you need to know? What mystery message is coming out for you? Pile number one. Let's see. What does pile number one need to know? Let's see. Okay. Some of you guys, I don't know if you dabble in magic or whatever, or some type of divination, pile number one, but Spirit's telling you guys to let things be for a little bit. Okay, so I don't know if you guys, we have divination abusers. So some of you guys could be kind of overdosing on readings. It's literally saying, like, you're not focusing on yourself. Okay, some of you guys are too focused on a certain situation that is from the past. Okay, so some of you guys, Spirit wants you guys to know, let something be. Some of you guys are looking for clarity, and there's no more clarity. Okay, especially if you keep, if you, whoever you go to, especially if it's like for readings, um, you're wondering like how a certain situation ended, why it ended, whatever your questions are. I feel like there's a certain situation when it comes to you dabbling in, like, I want to say tarot. Even you could be going to a reader, asking about a certain person or situation, and that's all it is. There wasn't anything necessarily deeper. Okay, it was, I feel like there's a surface level connection, pile number one, and you might be trying to figure out more answers, and there are no more answers. So some of you guys could keep like paying for readings or someone to do some type of, you know divination, and they keep pulling out the same thing, or they keep, you know like, you keep getting the same answers, or you keep not hearing what you want to hear. That's all it is. Okay, pile number one. So make sure that you are trying to focus more on yourself. Okay, because I feel like there's literally a situation here that that's it, that's all it was, that's all the connection was, that's all the situation was. There's nothing else to know about it, you know and I'm hearing that, what is that saying where, they say it's something about a snake. Like, if a snake bites you, why would you go back? Why would you go back and ask the snake why it bit you? Like, you should just stay away from the snake, right? So some of y'all could have dealt with somebody who, deceived you. Maybe you're wondering why. Why did they do this to me? You could be going to a reader or somebody, asking what was the reason, And I understand not having closure is obviously not fun. Um, no one likes to not have closure, right? Especially when somebody hurts you out of nowhere. Um, but at the same time, this is a situation, pile number one, where they're like, they just hurt you. Why are you going back to the snake after they bit you? Why are you asking the snake, why did you hurt me? Why did you hurt me? Wouldn't you want to get away from that snake so it doesn't hurt you again? You know? So some of y'all, this is like something spiritual, or some of y'all going to a spiritualist about a certain situation, and that's all it is. Somebody hurt you. They did what they did. They meant it, and that's that. They may not even, this person that you're, getting or readings about or something, this person may not have even had a real reasoning why they did what they did. And sometimes that is the case. Sometimes people hurt people, unfortunately. But keep in mind, that's all it is. Sometimes there is no more answers. There is nothing more to be discovered about a certain situation. Okay. So, take it how it resonates, of course, but pile number one, so far here, your mystery message, what's coming out is, some of you guys need to, I don't know if you need to ask a different question, or, focus more on yourself when it comes to whoever you're inquiring about spiritually. Okay, so let's see. What else for pile number one? Mystery message for pile number one. Welcome in. Make sure to like the video. Okay. Some of y'all need to take yourself out. Some of you guys are questioning about, like, it could be a ghosting situation. Okay, it's a situation where you didn't get closure, or you're wondering why somebody did what they did. They did what they did because they did what they did, and that's it. There's like nothing else. There's no more detail into it, you know. And we have wine and dine, so, and explore self. So you guys need to focus on, maybe take yourself out. You don't always have to go on dates with other people. You can go on a date with yourself, pile number one. There's nothing wrong with that. And when you're secure enough with yourself, it's actually fun, you know? So let's see. Some of you guys have, kind of codependency issues on people or maybe even friends, okay? Some of you guys are wondering why a friend, I don't know, left you out in the cold or something like that, okay? They left, and that's that. I know some of y'all don't want to hear that, but that's really all it is. Somebody left. Why did they leave? Because they wanted alone time. They wanted to leave. Isolation, lonely, alone, guarded. Okay? And I know that may be like, hard to understand because you're wondering why. But again, about the snake situation or the snake analogy, why are you going back to somebody who hurt you, asking them why they hurt you? You should stay away from people who hurt you. Okay? So let's see. What else for pile number one? Some of you guys are having a hard time too moving on from the past or just in general because you're so stuck on why did they do this? Why did they hurt me? Why did they da 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 da? Why? So you need to start focusing more on what's next for you. What's your next chapter? Okay? Because one day you're going to look up pile number one and it's going to be 2036 and you're still going to be wondering about somebody from 2022. You know what I'm saying? And you're going to realize, damn, I wasted what, 12, 13 years on wondering about somebody and I could have been doing so much more shit by now. So it's okay to let go. It's okay to move on. It's okay to not have answers sometimes. Sometimes people do stupid shit, and that's that. That's literally all it is sometimes. But stop wondering why. And for me, I had to tell myself over the years, because I used to hate getting ghosted and stuff over time and stuff, so I had to. Nowadays, I'm very confident with myself. I really do love myself. I'm very genuine and everything when it comes to myself. So nowadays, when people treat me weird, I'm like, oh, you're a weirdo. I'm like, oh, you're the weird one because why are you being weird to me? Like, that's weird of you. You know what I'm saying? So now that's how I think. When people treat me weird, when people, I'm like, it's their loss. Whether they think it's their loss or not. I know my worth at this point, so you guys need to think similar, okay? Or try to. You got to up your confidence so that when people disrespect you, you aren't going back to that situation or person thinking, well, no, I'm good enough. No, I'm this. When you do that, you actually devalue yourself as a person, begging for somebody's attention, begging for answers of why they didn't do this or why they did that. Confident and secure people who are, you know, genuinely happy with themselves, when they have true self-love, they don't go back and wonder why nobody likes them or somebody didn't choose them. You know what I'm saying? Some of y'all, bottom of the deck here, it's like you guys refusing to accept a breakup. Breakup is reversed here. But guess what it is? It's a breakup. It's a separation. It's an ending. Okay? So whenever this happened, pile number one, that's all it is. You got to move on. Okay? So I didn't really need to pull many cards for that one. Okay? But let's go to pile number two. All right? Make sure to like the video. Subscribe if you haven't already. Welcome in. Let's see. I'm actually going to use a different deck. Make sure to hit the like button, double tap the screen. All right, let's see. And you guys know the theme of my channel is literally keep on moving forward, keep on driving. We are Car Channeled Tarot, okay? My name is not Car. I started, going live in my car for tarot. So when I started going public with it, that's why I say Car Channel Tarot. But anyways, the theme of my channel is to help you guys move on and move forward, not stay stuck, not, be in situations that literally are not helping you grow. Okay? So let's go to pile number two. If you chose pile number 2, if you are just joining, the options are in the thumbnail, or at the very beginning of the reading, I have the VHS physical options if you want to look at those. I will timestamp that afterward, okay? So, I don't want to lose my voice this early, okay? Let's see. All right, so pile number 2, what is your mystery message? What do you need to know right now? Pile number 2. Let's see. What does pile number 2 need to know right now? What's the mystery message for pile 2? Oh, stuck in the past, okay? Let's see. Some of y'all may relate to pile number 1. What's going on for pile number 2? Let's see. Oh, okay. So pile number 2, your mystery message has something to do with, I want to say a lover. Some of y'all could be married, okay? Some of y'all could be dealing with, like, I want to say a married man or a woman. Some of you guys are hiding your feelings for a married person. Yeah. Or some of y'all dealt with somebody who is now married, and you still have feelings for somebody who is now married. You feel like you can't explore your feeling. Oh, I didn't mean to say that. I meant to say express your feelings. You feel like you can't express your feelings, pal, too, because someone's now married. Some of y'all could be engineers. Let's see. What's going on for pile 2? What's the mystery message for pile 2? Yeah, look what just came out. Romantic love affair, confirmation. Eye candy reverse, toxic relationship, fake friends. Yeah. So I don't know if some of y'all are actually seeing this person. Some of y'all are like real deal dealing with somebody who's married, and some of y'all are like looking from the outside in to somebody's marriage, like hiding your feelings for somebody who's married. You may feel like this person's in a toxic marriage, okay? You may feel like, oh, they just married that person for money. They don't really like that person, you know. That, I don't think that's true. I think this person, pile number 2, they genuinely are happily married. I think you may be, because you can't express your feelings now, because I want to say some of y'all missed out on somebody. You could be making up excuses for why somebody's with somebody else. Because I'm not seeing that this person's unhappy. I think you're the person who's unhappy, pile number 2, with this person, you know, moving on and being married to somebody else or dating somebody else. I feel like somebody's married though. Yeah, debt management. Okay, so maybe, you know, nothing wrong with that, pile number 2, but maybe you don't have as much money as the person that this person decided to go on with. Okay? And by go on with, I mean marriage. Someone's name could be Mary. So you're yearning for somebody, pile number 2. They're not in a toxic relationship. Okay, we keep it real over here. If you can't handle some bluntness, I literally don't want you to watch me. Okay? Because I'm not here to cater to people's feelings. Okay? But pile number 2, somebody's in a relationship, somebody's in a marriage. I want to say you missed out. They are not unhappy. This person is not marrying or with that person for money. Their person who they went with now or go with now, yes, they probably are very stable, okay? Or this person is able to provide them with a stable life. While you're over here, I'm not saying you're broke, but we do have debt management. So some of y'all, pile 2, you're staying in your feelings about somebody you can't have. Somebody that's literally moved on. Yeah, you feel like you still have passion for this person. But it's like, I'm getting that you're more bitter than anything. And pile number two, I do want you to ask yourself this. If magically, I'm hearing dream girl, dream boy, dream guy, so this could have been like your person, but you messed it up, okay? Um, but ask yourself this. If you were to somehow have this person that you consider your dream girl, dream guy, if you were to have them in front of you today, would you be able to do what they need today? Or did you take too long? Or did you keep messing up? Or did you cheat on them? Or did you, not be able to, comply with whatever they were asking you to do, man or woman? Okay? You need to ask yourself that. If you had the person that you're thinking about today, would you be able to do what they need like their person now can? Would you be able to do what they need right now for this person? Don't lie about it. Be real. Be real with yourself. Because I'm picking up on a bitter energy about somebody who's moved on when you fumbled, man or woman. That's why people these days, when any day, honestly, when you see a good thing, why would you mess with it? Why would you tamper with it? Why would you let it, slip away? If you were so passionate about it or this person, why would you fumble it? Clearly, you weren't that passionate about it. I think you want what you can't have, or you want what, is no longer available to you. Okay? A lot of people operate like that, unfortunately. They only want something when it's out of their grip. But when it's in their hands, they're like, la 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 la, I can do whatever I want because I got it now. But when that person finally, stands up for themselves and leaves a situation, now you want to act, all heartbroken. But did you water the grass when it was right in your backyard or front yard? Did you take care of the plants right in front of you? Or did you go look at the other neighbor's plants and try to be like, oh, these are pretty, instead of looking at your own plants at your own house? It's not about plants, that's a metaphor, whatever. You were looking everywhere except what was yours at the time. You can't be upset when you fumble or mess up things or ruin a connection when somebody has been telling you what they need out of this connection or need out of you, need from you, big or small. When you love somebody, you will do what you got to do. And I'm not saying take abuse, I'm not saying that, but you will do what you can for the person that you love. I feel like this pick a card this morning is deep. Okay. Um, I feel like I may have a different crowd in the morning, but that is a-okay. Okay. Um, but you got to ask yourself the real questions and, look at yourself in the mirror. Because I don't think, file number two, to be honest, I don't see that you would actually be able to handle what your quote unquote dream girl, dream guy was asking from you. You still can't handle it. You still don't have whatever they were asking from you before. You don't have that now. And I think you know that deep down. Okay? So whoever your dream guy, dream girl is, whoever you fumbled, they're with somebody else now and they're happy. They found somebody that actually can love them the way that they need to be loved. Because you don't just get to love people the way you want to love them. You have to, when you date somebody, even when you're just friends with somebody, you have to learn their love language and do that, or else somebody's not going to feel loved. That's just the reality of life and love situations. And everybody's love language is not the same. So if you're, some people's love language is gift giving, some people's love language is, words of affirmation. Some people like it all. They want the words of affirmation, they want gifts, they want, physical touch. Some people are different. Everybody's different. So you got to figure that out for your person. And yes, they should do that for you too, of course. But if you are someone who you're like, oh, but I told you I loved you 3 months ago and you haven't said it since then, your partner's going to assume that you don't love them like that anymore because you never tell them, because their love language is words of affirmation. That's an example, okay? So y'all got to kind of stop looking at, I don't know if y'all watch a bunch of those stupid ass podcasts or whatever, oh, women this, women that, men this, men that, what a woman needs, what a man needs. Stop looking at all that bullshit and look at the person in front of you that you're dealing with. Okay? Learn them. Learn your person who's right in front of you. Stop looking at everybody else or what everybody else is saying about somebody else. Like, yeah, statistics are a thing, but look at the person in front of you and learn them and love them the way that they need to be loved. And yes, they should do that for you too. It's not a one-sided street. Okay? Or else y'all are going to crash. Okay? So I hope that makes sense. You can, of course, rewatch it if you need to. Okay? But let's go to pile 3. Let's see. Make sure to like the video if you're in here, okay? Sun, Moon, Rising. Oh, why did I say Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus? This is not a all signs, okay? Let's see. We'll do that later. I have channel messages and stuff for your next 48. I'll probably do it tomorrow. It's cold out though. All right, let's see. 1 second. All right, so pile number 3. Ooh, let's see. For pile number 3. Oh, we only 27 minutes in. Not bad. Okay. Pile number 3. What's the mystery message for pile number 3? Make sure to like the video if you're in here. Double tap the screen. Hit the like button. Subscribe if you haven't already. Okay. Keep in mind, if you guys are new here, the members 21 plus videos are only $4.99 a month. Okay. And members get 1 free mini reading a month. All right. So you can join the members if you would like. I do the next sexual encounter readings over there, okay? Let's see. All right, so pile number 3. Mystery message for pile 3. Okay. Mystery message for pile 3. Some of y'all, pile number 3, you need to listen to your intuition, okay? Pay attention to the signs from the universe, okay? Signs and synchronicities, it could be anything. Start paying attention to the universe literally speaking to you, okay? I hope you know what that means. For example, if you're headed out the door and you keep dropping your keys, or suddenly you can't find your keys for shit, maybe that's a sign. You may be angry about not being able to find your keys, but there may be something that is happening if you had left any sooner, so it's like the universe will literally do, I want to say kind of petty stuff sometimes when you may feel like, oh my God, why is this happening to me? But what you need to be thinking is, oh, this is happening for me. The universe is protecting me from going here at this time. The universe sometimes will delay things for you. You may be like, angry as hell because, you might be late. But guess what? There could have been a car crash or something like that, if you had left any sooner. If you had found your keys on time, you know, you could have been in a worse situation. You know what I'm saying? So listen to the universe speaking to you, okay? Because I feel like there's some sort of, it's like you guys are not paying attention. We have spy, reverse, drama starter, and signs and synchronicities. Okay, so some of y'all, pile number 3, you need to pay attention. Look up, look around, pay attention. I don't know. I'm also hearing something about music. I use music a lot to channel, okay? Um, Listen to the songs that you randomly hear, okay, when certain things happen. It's kind of like also some of y'all could be seeing angel numbers as well too. Somebody's name could be Angel or Angelo, okay? Um, but some of you guys really need to pay more attention to your surroundings. And I'm not just talking about physical, I'm talking about spiritually, okay? No matter what you believe in, the universe is everything, okay? So, whatever you don't have to be a certain, some of y'all could be Aries placements, okay? Maybe some of y'all are not as spiritual, but you need to pay attention, okay? Let's see. Some of y'all could have Capricorn in your chart, okay? Some of y'all could be watching this around January. Look, we got detox, cleanse, okay? Some of y'all could be praying. Some of y'all could be you might have a religion where you like, what is that? I don't remember exactly, but where they like have to pray like 7 times a day or something like that. Some of y'all feel like you're facing judgment from like the Lord himself, okay? Some of y'all could be like religious for me to be talking about this. So even if you're, even if you're like, oh, praise Jesus, whatever, okay, still pay attention to the signs around you, okay? If you're here on my channel, I feel like somebody here is, you could be very religious. You go to church and everything. And people say like church and the tarot don't align, but I don't push anybody away unless you disrespect me. You know what I'm saying? So if you're somebody who, clearly believes in God, Jesus, and all that, you know, so be it. But what's coming out here, no matter what you believe in, you need to start paying attention to the spiritual signs around you. If you choose to ignore it, then I don't know what to tell you. Because the universe is literally trying to speak to you, whether it's through angel numbers. Even if you're seeing angel numbers, you're like, I looked it up. What does it mean? I still don't understand what it means. It means pay attention to the songs, like I've been saying this whole time. Pay attention to the songs that are playing around you. Listen for messages in the song that stand out to you. You might want to write some stuff down as well, okay? Um, Even when I'm driving, when I write down y'all's channel messages and stuff, I'm literally, and I don't recommend this, of course, but I'll have my phone and I'll be driving down the road and I'm like, oh, okay, channel message, channel message, channel message, and I'll write it down, you know, and they be resonating. So some of y'all, you could be spiritual yourself, okay? Some of y'all are like learning spirituality, tarot, and you're like from the church or something like that, okay? Um, yeah, it's something about that, okay? Let's see. Some of y'all feel like you're being judged, or you would be judged if you turn to something spiritual. That not over here, okay? Like I said, as long as you're respectful on my channel and to me, you're welcome here. I tell you guys that all the time, okay? But what you're not going to do is push anything when this is clearly a spiritual tarot channel, okay? I don't have a Bible, okay? I'm not a Bible thumper. I am here to read the cards, give the messages, and help you guys get clarity and use my intuition, of course, as well, and channel and all that. So, I don't know. Why am I reading for somebody who's. Do you all, pile 3, do you want a reading? I'm trying to give you your reading. I feel like we keep talking about religion now. So, do you believe in this? Why are you here if you don't want to hear the message? You want to hear the message clearly because you're here. You need to be more open, okay? If you're going to be on my channel. Because I don't know what else to tell you. Because I feel like I'm reading for somebody who's like, Jesus this, Jesus that. Like I said, if you want to believe or practice something spiritual and you're from the church, that's fine. but don't be pushing it, okay? Because I can always tell when I'm reading for somebody of a certain belief or faith. There's nothing wrong with that, but we're doing tarot over here, okay? Strength. Some of y'all could be Leo placements, okay? Self-discovery. Some of you guys, you know what? It's a process, okay? Some of y'all are feeling conflicted because you believe in Jesus and spiritual things. Some of y'all are going through like an ego death, okay? Or something similar to it. Some of y'all could be, you could be from the streets. We got gang here, okay? Man or woman. There's nothing wrong with tarot. I don't know if you're like new here or something, but pile 3, there's nothing wrong with doing tarot. I am giving messages here, okay? I shouldn't even have to really be trying to, I'm not even convincing y'all, I'm just telling you because I feel like you feel like you're going to be judged for watching this video or watching tarot. It's like it intrigues you, but then you're also like, that's against my da da da, that's against my religion, that's against my, how I grew up. It's okay to think for yourself, right? It's okay to not follow in everybody else's footsteps, right? Because you are your own person, okay? And if you are here and you were, if you did grow up like that, maybe you're here for a reason. I don't believe in there not being coincidences. And look, remember what we've been talking about this whole reading? Signs and synchronicities from the universe. So you could have stumbled upon this video, Pal 3. Maybe you didn't even mean to be here, and that's okay. Everything happens for a reason, okay? So let's see. Some of y'all feel like you would be alone if you left some sort of faith. That's not true. You will always find as long as you believe in something, you will find a group of people that stand right next to you, right with you, okay? As long as you believe in something and have a backbone, of course, not let everybody, sway you just because this and that. Oh, this said that, so you got to do that. No, you need to have a backbone no matter what you believe in, too, okay? I let people go on my channel, I let them come and go as they please. I know y'all got lives. I got a life too, okay? So when y'all show up, that's when you show up, and I interact with you guys, and that's that, I like it that way. This is not no, cult shit. I tell people all the time, you do not have to be here. You do not have to be here, okay? You are welcome here, but you don't have to stay if you don't want to, okay? And that's funny, I just said that. We have letting go. If you feel called to go, go. No one's keeping you hostage here, pal 3, okay? I understand, if you don't understand, certain people's beliefs and everything, it might be kind of scary to you at first, but don't judge it, okay? Don't judge what you don't understand. That's ignorance, okay? Let's see. What else is coming out for pile number 3? Ooh, we got mystery just literally flew on the ground here. Look, mystery. And that's what we're doing right now. So y'all, pile 3, I feel like y'all were curious about this. Some of y'all are curious about spirituality, tarot. But because of where you came from or what you grew up believing, you feel like you're gonna, you feel like it's wrong or something, or you're gonna be judged. No, you're not. There's nothing bad, at least on my channel, okay? I can't speak for other people's channels and, whatever. I'm speaking for me. And if you're on my page, you are welcome here, but you know, I can't speak for other people. There's bad people of everything, okay? Pile number 3, just remember that there are bad people of everything, every group, every genre, every whatever you want to call it. There's bad people in the church. There's bad people in, spirituality. There's bad people in, your workplace. There's bad people in, the McDonald's down the road from you. I don't know if some of y'all have a McDonald's down the road from you or not. I don't know why I said that, but there's bad people everywhere. And there's also good people everywhere. There's good people in the church. There's good people in, the tarot industry. There's good people in the McDonald's down the road from your house. Somebody must have a McDonald's down the road from their house. I don't know. Okay, but there's good and bad of every group, every type of person, okay? So, I hope that makes sense. But if you are curious about spirituality, or even if it's not spirituality, it could be a different religion. If you are having, your whole reading has been about paying attention to signs and synchronicities from the universe, Pile 3. There's a reason you're here. There's a reason you stumbled across this video. There's a reason that you're being drawn to whatever it is that you're being drawn to. There's a reason why it keeps popping up on your page, on your Facebook, on your TikTok. There's a reason why it keeps coming up. The universe, I'm telling you, like I said at the beginning, the universe has a funny way of speaking to you. Okay? And if you think that technology is not a part of that, you're wrong. What do you think your algorithm is? It's tailored for you. Someone's name could be Taylor as well. Okay, man or woman. But it's tailored for you. Your For You page, the reels on Facebook that you watch, okay? You ever wonder when you're using your phone and you think of something, right? And then it pops up as an ad? Everything is technically spiritual, okay? So, yes, I know. Anyways, I don't want to get all into that, but pay attention to the things that are being shown to you, Pile 3. Pay attention to when things keep popping up, okay? People keep popping up. A certain type of people keeps popping up, okay? Also, I'm getting something about zodiac signs, okay? So, I don't know what sign you are specifically, it doesn't really matter. But if you keep meeting a lot of the same sign, that's also a sign from the universe. If you keep meeting a lot of Leos, that's probably a sign that you need to love yourself more and, start standing more up for yourself, putting yourself out there, not being afraid to be seen. If you meet a lot of Tauruses, you probably need to get your stability together, your finances together. If you meet a lot of Libras, you might be someone who is, typically having a hard time standing up for yourself, or you might be experiencing a lot of injustice, around you, things that are not fair, learning how to balance yourself out again after, a lot of back and forth in your life. Um, I'll give one more example. I'm not going to go through all 12 zodiacs, but if you are meeting a lot of Sagittariuses, okay, I'm a Sagittarius sun. If you guys are meeting a lot of Sagittarius people, um, you might need to get out the house more. You might be needing to explore, okay? Learn new cultures, learn new things, go new places. Stop restricting yourself so much, okay? Learn that freedom is okay to have. You can have stability and freedom, okay? So, whatever sign you are, if you realize that I like this reading today, y'all. I do. I really do. This was one of the more deeper readings. And I think it's because I'm doing it in the morning because I have a different crowd for the most part, okay? But pile number 3, pay attention to everything around you. And don't ignore things that keep popping up, whether it's on your phone or not. Don't ignore certain songs that play, certain things that you keep seeing, certain people that you keep seeing, certain angel numbers that you keep seeing, okay? And if you're being drawn to something, there's a reason why. You may not understand it right now, but there's a process to discovery, right? I don't know if this is a good example, but in the movies, they're like, oh, what's that noise? And then they start following where the noise is coming from, and then they find what? They find out usually what it was, whether it's good or bad. If it's bad, then you can say, oh, better not go down that rabbit hole again. Okay. And if it's good, you're like, oh, I'm so glad I, followed this path to, because I was being drawn to the sound figuratively. Okay. I hope that makes sense. But if you're being drawn to something or somebody, there's probably a deeper reason why. Don't ignore it. And you don't have to do it all at once. You don't have to go charging into it, okay? And especially if you're getting into spirituality, you need to take your time, okay? It's a lot, okay? It's a lot. I've been doing all this for I've been reading tarot for 8 years now. But when I started most of my spiritual stuff, it was over 10 years ago, okay? So I've been through there everywhere. You know what I'm saying? So it's a whole lot, okay? And there's levels to it. It's not a competition, by the way, but there are levels to, it's a very broad thing when it comes to spirituality. So, yes, on my channel, I read tarot and use my intuition and everything, but it's way deeper than that. You know what I'm saying? So, and also, I want to say that again, don't think that it's a competition, because there's some spiritualists out there who are like, oh, well, I've gone through my da 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 da, and I have all these crystals and I have da da da. You don't need all of that, okay? A real, true spiritual being does not need all those extra tools. It's within you, okay? It's literally within you for the most part. A lot of beginners, they tend to be drawn to, crystals and stuff like that, and it's nothing wrong with having that, even if you're not a beginner, okay? But just know that pay attention, okay? I'm going to end it there. Thank you guys for watching, okay? I'm glad I got on here this morning. But I feel like I have a more grown audience in the morning. I'm not sure why. But I like that reading, okay? I will timestamp everything. Hopefully you guys took something from this. Um, and yeah, if you guys want, like I said earlier, today is the last day to get the $5 minis. And then it's going to go back up to the regular price for the mini readings, okay? So, you guys have a good one. Thank you guys. Have a good day, and I will see y'all later for the Cash App Live, okay? All of my information is in my bio if you have any questions. And if you guys go to the playlist section of my channel, then you can see where all of the free general readings and stuff are, okay? Thank you. Have a good one.